Welcome back. If you are liking these videos so far, please hit like and subscribe. In this video we'll go over how to operate frequently used navigation tools and adjust our workspace. We will also learn to create an object and import a texture and apply it. Next we will learn to add components to our objects and run the scene. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's start by opening Unity Hub, and then opening our project. The first time you open a project in Unity it can be quite overwhelming. But trust me, as time goes by you will get more and more comfortable. Let's cover the biggest window first, shall we? The scene window is your view into your game. The majority of time you will be using this window to check if things look proper. Let's create something so we can see it in the scene window. Right-click the mouse button while the cursor is inside the hierarchy window. Navigate down to 3D object. Then plane. Now click it. Forward scroll on your mouse to zoom in closer to our plane. You can also press the F key to zoom in automatically. The theme of our game will be for an off-road driving game, so let's get a floor texture to match that. Head over to Google and search video game floor texture. Pick one you think is suitable for the game and save it. Locate the file and drag it into the Unity the project window. Once it appears in the window you can drag it onto the object in the scene window directly. Now let's add a box to the scene. Right-click in the hierarchy window, 3D object, and cube. It seems our box is a bit low, let's click and drag the green arrow with the move tool. Now let's give our cube some texture like we did the floor. How about we make our box a crate? Once again drag and drop the file into the project window, and then into the object in the scene window. Click down the wheel of the mouse, and drag in order to shift the view from side to side, or up and down. Now click down the right mouse button and drag. Notice how this will adjust the angle of your scene view. Use these tools in combination to get the angle you are looking for. Now let's add our first component. Components are different behaviors we can give objects, from very simple to very complex. The component we are adding right now will be the rigid body component. This will give our object mass and gravity. Click the Add component in the inspector window, and then search for rigid body and select it. Let's move our crate a bit higher so it has more distance to fall from. The main camera is the view where the game takes place once it begins. When I click on the main camera in the hierarchy a preview pops up. It seems like that alignment of our objects and camera are not aligned, as I do not see the floor or the box in the game view. One way to align objects together is to reset the position to 0. You can do this by clicking the 3 circles on the top of the transform component. Reset the position of objects in the scene. Select the cube in the hierarchy and reset the position as well. Select the camera in the hierarchy, and find the ideal view by dragging the move arrows. You can also rotate the camera horizontally by entering a value, the angle in Y value. Let's try rotating it 180 degrees. Drag the arrows until you see the objects in the game view. Let's improve our workflow. click and drag the game tab on top. Then adjust the windows until you have two equal-sized views. Now let's adjust our objects and camera to create the perfect falling crate scene. There is a play button located at the top of the screen. If there are no errors, our crate should fall to the ground when we hit play. If it didn't work for you, don't be discouraged. Make sure you have the rigid body component added to your crate and try again. If not, go back to see if you missed any steps. If it worked for you, let's add a second box. I'm going to lower our box and press Ctrl D. This will make a duplicate. Grab the second box and move it up and off to one side. Now when we hit play, the boxes should collide and fall off to the side. If you successfully made it to the end of this tutorial, congratulations! In our next video we will learn to import assets from the Unity store and implement them into our project. We also learn how to create a skybox for our scene. Until next time, it's your boy Doge, signing off from the 6.